Hi everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. It is time for another edition of Let's Talk Rough Ryder Knives. Now, I've got 3 series, but actually 4 knives because, well, I had another one come in here a while back, and I just kind of wanted to share the look of it with you as well. But as you can see there, we have the Celestial series, the Copper Swirl series, and the Cinnamon Bone Stag. And I'm telling you what, guys, there's one of these knives, they all look really, really good, but there's one that just, wow. I'm telling you, I was really super impressed with it. Um, so I will tell you that 3 of these knives did come from our good friends at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. They were nice enough to send these knives out to do this edition of Let's Talk Rough Ryder. So thank you very much. And then like I said, the other one did come, one of the Copper Swirl knives did come in our SMKW Army care package. So, but thank you very much to the guys over there at SMKW for sending the 3 out because, well, you guys are making this happen, so I greatly appreciate it. So let's start with the Celestial. Now, I'm telling you what, the first one I saw was the Copper Swirl, and I was really super impressed with that. And then I saw the Celestial, and I'm like, wow. Whoa. Easy there, big boy. But my goodness, would you look. Look at that handle material. Now, that really, really reminds me of Raffair Noble. It really does. It's blue and green celestial swirled acrylic. That's what they call it. Blue and green celestial swirled acrylic. Now, and I will touch on this a little bit. Well, let's go through here. This is the Razor Barlow. So it kind of has that sort of one-armed jack type blade to it, if you can see there. Matte strike pull, but it's more of a razor. 448 stainless steel, half stop. We have then you got your little pen blade here as well. Now that one's got a pretty strong pull on it for that little blade. Again, a good matte strike pull. Nice snap to it. Half stop, of course, on both. This one's got it's got a decent snap to it. I'd say the pull on this one's probably it's a 5 probably, but not too bad. Now, the one thing when I did the unboxing is people were like, the R's upside down. Well, it is in relationship to the other knives in the series. And that's a little interesting. Now, I guess that was maybe a mistake in manufacturing. Maybe it was planned that way. I don't know. I haven't asked the guys at Rough Ryder, and they may not even know. But when you're using the knife, it is right side up. But in relationship to all the other series of knives, when you hold the knife like this, the R is upside down. So, all the Barlows look alike. That's what I was on. I was like, oh, maybe I got like a special one. No, all the Barlows are done like this. It's just opposite of every other knife in the series. Now, pretty darn decent construction. You do have a small gap back there. Nothing too crazy. I mean, you guys know what I'm going through with that case rust lock. You know, got a whole series on doing the warranty on that one. But, you know, for $15, this is a really, really gorgeous knife, I think. Now, there are 10 knives in this series. Of course, you have the Razor Trapper. You have the regular Trapper, the Barlow here, the Razor Barlow. You got the Congress, the Small Moose, the Large Stockman, the Celestial Stockman, which is, it's a little bit different shape, which is very interesting. And then you have the lockback, the large lockback, the small Celestial toothpick, and the regular size Celestial lockback. And right now it shows every single one of those in stock. So if this Celestial series is one that you're digging on, liking the look of, all 10 models are in stock right now. But man, I think that looks so good. And everything else, construction-wise, is just really well done on this. The transitions, the pins. I mean, there's no chips in the acrylic. It's just a really, really nice looking knife. For sure. Now, I know there's a few people out there that don't like the R. I get it. But that really doesn't bother me. So, well, since there's two of the Copper Swirl, I'm going to go right ahead and go into the Cinnamon Bone Stag. And I tell you what, guys, this is the one that, wow. I mean, it looked good in the pictures, but once I got it in hand, I was like, my goodness. I just want you guys to take a quick look at that. This is the copperhead pattern, but look at the coloring on that bone. It's gorgeous to me. I mean, my goodness, that looks so nice. As I said, this is a copperhead pattern, but look at that acorn shield. That is pretty sweet as well. Really, really digging the acorn shield. As you can see there, you do have match stripe pulls on both. Let's see. Do have a little bit of gapping there on your bone. But again, you're talking, what is this one? This one is, oh, where's it at? There it is. Now this one's actually $30. Little bit of gapping. Still, you know, I'm not too upset with it. You know, we're kind of getting there. But with the shield and everything else, very, very nice looking knife. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, guys, unfortunately, it does show these copperheads as out of stock. So I'm sorry about that, but they are. But this thing has still got a little bit more that it's hiding. Now, again, everything, yep, you do have a little bit of gapping there. Like I said, I'm not too terribly torn up about it. Could be a little better, absolutely. But wow. But check this out. Half stops again. Look at the Damascus on that. It's really a light etch sort of on that Damascus. But now it doesn't say what type of Damascus. It just says Damascus. You've got dual clip point blades. Very nice. There you go. You can kind of see that Damascus pattern on there again. Just a really, really gorgeous looking knife. And you know, the copperhead pattern is not one that I really had a lot of experience with, but in this specific knife, this pattern and this combination, it looks absolutely amazing to me. It really does. Now, again, now you're going to have a little bit more protrusion with your pins on this one just because of the way the bone is, of course. You know, it's not dead flat, so you might have a little bit of protrusion, but your shield is done really well. Your transitions even are still pretty darn good. Oh, man, overall, this is just a beautiful, beautiful knife. Now, unfortunately, I did say the copperhead is out of stock. And there's actually a couple of these patterns that are out of stock. Now, this one is a 9-knife pattern. You have the Trapper, the Doctor's Knife, the Lady Leg, the Small Moose. You actually have a Razor, which is really cool. You got the Small Toothpick. And then you have the Stockman, which is out of stock. The Copperhead is out of stock. And unfortunately, the Canoe is out of stock as well. But still some really, really beautiful knives in this series that are available still right now. Now, will these come back in stock? I don't know that. I'm not 100% sure. You know, it's one of those things that it says notify me within stock. So you sign in, click on that, and you will get an email when they come back in stock. But man, absolutely such a gorgeous, gorgeous knife that is. I'll tell you right now, that's probably my favorite out of all four. And I really was digging on the Copper Swirl. But man, I got that one. I'm like, wow, that's just gorgeous. So now we're going to go to the Copper Swirl. And we actually have a Copper Swirl copper head. Now, again, you're looking at Copper Swirl acrylic, copper bolsters on these. Back to 440A steel. This one's done pretty darn well once again. Matte strike pulls. You do have the line bolster. You do have the R as well. I know. Again, it doesn't bother me. Again, the construction is done really, really well. I can kind of feel that pin just a little bit. But other than that, yeah. Maybe that one just a hair. But I mean, other than that, here again, you're looking at, what are we looking at here for the copperhead? Which it is in stock, $15. Gorgeous, gorgeous knife for $15. Man, absolutely. Again, half stops. Matte strike pull. That one was probably, again, that was probably about a 4.5 to 5. And then, whoops, this one is, that was about a 5 as well. Again, clip, matte strike pull, half stop, all the goodness. But man, just take a minute to check that out. Really, really good looking knife. Now, I will tell you, there are, what was it, 8? No. There's only 6 in this one. Oh, wow, okay. There are 6 knives in the Copper Swirl. You've got, of course, the copperhead here. You have the Stockman, the Canoe, the Sow Belly, the Lady Leg, and the Cub, which, very cool. A knife you don't see in a lot of series. They're in some. But you have the Lady Leg in a couple of these series as well. Now, I know people are kind of, I find the Lady Leg knife fairly interesting. Not one of my more favorite patterns, but there's definitely a lot of people out there that do really enjoy that Lady Leg knife. And then, of course, the Canoe actually came in our care package. But yeah, another really, really good looking knife there. Again, just a tiny bit of gapping. Everything else done very, very well on this one. Another really gorgeous looking knife. Now, I've said this over and over. I'm not big on full copper knives, but I do like copper accents. What I really like about is this blade. That spear point. Yeah, it's pretty much a spear point. Drop point, spear point. Now you've got the matte strike long pull on it. And I'm blinding you. I apologize for that. 440A steel again. Now this one's a little bit lighter on the pull. I'd probably give that one a 4 with a half stop. And then again, you got the smaller pen, matte strike long pull on it. Nice swedging on those blades. I really like that, of course. And then again, this one was probably about a 4 again as well. But I want to look at that. I really like the look of that blade. Like I said, with the exception of the fingerprints. Nice swedge across it. Just a really, really good looking overall blade and knife, too. So, very, very cool. 3 really, really awesome series, in my opinion, from Rough Ryder. You got the Celestial series, you have the Cinnamon Bone Stag, and then, of course, you have the Copper Swirl. Telling you guys, most of these, all of the Copper Swirl and all the Celestials are still in stock. The Bone Stag, there was, what did I say, 3 that were out of stock right now, but still plenty of others left available in that series. Tell me what you think, guys, in the comments. Let me know which one is your favorite. Which of the series really talks you know, to you. Is it the Celestial? Is it the Cinnamon Bone Stag? Or is it the Copper Swirl? I already told you the Cinnamon Bone Stag gets my vote. Yeah, it just has to. A really, really good looking knife. They all are, but that one's just a little bit more special in my book. Again, let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. Always appreciate you stopping by and checking out the reviews. Remember, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.